It's that amazing time of year once again, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Spirit Halloween. I cannot believe it is finally that amazing time of year. This is the local store. Let's go. It's so weird seeing it again. Here we are. Here is the Martian Warrior. Please don't copyright me, YouTube, please. I'm begging you. And his misting is working. Might need to be refilled, but... he is really cool. Here's the ISE, which is actually set up fully. I didn't know if it could fit in this location, but it is. With a Dagger mic. And of course we have all the candles and everything. And a scary sitting scarecrow right here. Back here we have Slim, who's really grown on me since Flagship. I really like him. He's neat. And then up here we have the Widow. I really like her. She's an awesome one. Let's wrap around to the side here. See what we got. See if there's any Poor George. No Poor George yet. There's nothing there yet. But there's a Desmodus. He is discounted. He must be broken. Same with this one. That's a shame. Let's look at the... ooh, I didn't even notice this. There's a new box for the Jumping Spiders this year. We're going to check out the back IC in a minute once Mac's done filming it. But I just want to look at this stuff because I didn't get to see like any of this stuff at Flagship because it was all gone so fast. But you of course have the plush toys. There's Miss Argentina. All of this stuff. And over here, the bobbleheads. This Exorcist one is really cool. But even cooler, I really like this from Trick or Treat. You also have a Sam. And of course you have the doormats. There's a Chucky one. What is that? That's Bates Motel. That's awesome. And Mars Attacks. This one's really cool. Mugs and Funko Pops and stuff. What is this? I don't know, but it's pretty cool looking. Is that Hocus Pocus? I don't know what that is. It's cool, whatever it is. Here's all this stuff over here. We have the mystical arts. And then here, more of the mystical arts, of course. And Haunted Mansion, I love it. They're really on top of shipments this year. There's a lot of stuff stocked. I mentioned at Flagship, I really like that. There's other Haunted Mansion stuff, of course. And the Gothic noir decor. And over here, the tarot, or tarot, however you want to say it, decor here. I think it's tarot, I'm pretty sure. And Haunted Home, genuine crow's feet. All sorts of stuff here. This Memento Mori sign's pretty cool. This thing's cool too. All that stuff's pretty cool. And over here, Corpse Bride. That's cool, I like that. I saw that at Flagship. I didn't really get a great look at a lot of this though, because so much was happening. Beetlejuice. I didn't see the Miss Argentina door knocker at Flagship. That was gone.
You just bit the big one 2 months ago and you already want help. You're gonna use up all your help vouchers. And you probably haven't even read through the manual completely yet. This is what happens when you die. That is what happens when he dies. And that is what happens when they die. It's all very personal. And I'll tell you something. If I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have had my little accident.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never understood the hype for Miss Argentina. She's in the movie for like 2 minutes, yet everyone loves her so much. Not even 2 minutes, maybe like a minute. I don't know. Not really my thing, but I love Beetlejuice in general, of course. But I'm here for the ghost with the most. This is new, and this is pretty cool. The shrimp hand, wow. That is awesome looking. Look at that. That's much bigger than I thought it would be. That is awesome. Here's all the Hocus Pocus stuff. There's the Emily Binks tombstone. And here's all the Nightmare Before Christmas. Those new signs are pretty cool. Plush toys. That Pumpkin King one's new for this season. And over here is obviously the Haunted Mansion, which I already mentioned this bust at Flagship, but this one's really cool. You can hear Darling Dolly behind me there. Haunted Mansion door knocker. There's the Madame Leota tombstone. This I didn't see at Flagship, the snow globe here. That's pretty awesome. Signs and stuff. The Welcome Foolish Mortals. Now we are going to, I think I've shown everything over here, so we're going to switch on over to the back ISE, which is fully set up. And like I said, stock is great this year. There's the Lord Raven tombstone. I didn't even notice that at Flagship, but that is pretty cool looking. I like that a lot. Of course, here's the gargoyle. There's no Howling Spirit or Hellspawn yet. Here's the gargoyle though. The trees, which are awesome. There's the archway of the mausoleum. There's Eternal Rest. And there went Darling Dolly. Right on top of me there. She is awesome. I was thinking of getting her today, but I might get Dagger Mike instead because he's here and he's a haunt priority. Now I am going to use her in the haunt because I feel like she works for a circus freak show type thing because she's just so strange. But I might get Dagger Mike first because there's only one of him and there's a few of her. So I might come back for her. But dang, she's awesome. I love her. I'll show you the stock and what they have in a minute. But of course I want to show the ISE first. There's Gordo. Kinda. There he is. Behind me we have the Black Heart. I love the theming this year. It looks so great.
You are now mine, whole night. Together, we shall roam among the living and find our next victim.
He is awesome. Here's Grave Watcher. I didn't even notice at Flagship because everything's so loud, but there's actual sound effects playing behind the wall here. There's sound effects for the ISE. Here's Little Skelly. And there's Desmodus, who does not look like he's functioning, unfortunately. I know he's been having a lot of issues at Flagship too. Well, there we go, the doors. This is such a cool ISE. Look at how awesome. Wow. Tombstones. Where's the Limb Ripper one? I want to see that. I don't know if... There it is. There's the Limb Ripper tombstone. Let's look at the boxes here. We have this normal sitting Scarecrow, Ceres sitting Scarecrow, Strawman. There's the Martian Warrior from Mars Attacks. I love that box design, wow. There is Leatherface, who cannot be set up at this location because there's no front part of the front ISE. There's the Widow, Stilts, Little Skelly. There's Gordo, he has a pretty small box. Slim from Killer Clowns. Beetlejuice, Sandworm, Groundbreaker, a Leftover Nozzles. We'll wrap around here. There's Desmodus, another Slim. Eternal Rest.
You know what, if you're a zombie baby fan, I think this is a pretty good one.
Blackheart. There's a Poor George. Man's Possessed Friend. There's 3 Darling Dollies. And over here, oh, so there is a Howling Spirit. It just hasn't been set up yet, but there are, Howling Spirit is here. Another Martian Warrior. There's Dagger Mike. Another Martian Warrior. There's a leftover Young Crouchy. There's 2 Leatherfaces there. Alright, here's all this stuff. Of course, you have all the signage, which I showed at Flagship, and there's some really cool signs this year. I like that Mars Attacks. I think that might be one of the best ones right there, that Mars Attacks one. A Michael Myers Wanted sign. That's pretty funny. A lot of cool stuff. Exorcist sign. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It's like, it's 3-dimensional. So it's got that in front, and then it's got the thing in the back. You can't really tell on camera, but it's like glass, and then that's behind it. That's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I like that a lot. And there's more signs. There's the Overlook Hotel. I didn't even look at these at Flagship, but there's Pennywise sign, Freddy Krueger, Friday the 13th, Halloween. Here's the dolls and stuff. There's a Glen doll. And then all this stuff here. A lot of the horror merch. And some of the door cover. Yo! That's awesome. That's the Exorcist, Corpse Bride. There's a Michael Myers. There's a Frankenstein. Gremlins. Martian from Mars Attacks. There's a Chucky, Killer Clowns. This Leatherface is awesome. Ghostface. These are cool. Here's the statues, Crouchy statues. And then here's the little blow mold light up statues. I like the Ghostface one. That's cool. And then the Annabelle. I love blow molds. But I just wish these whole things lit up. Not the whole things light up. But I actually quite like the glow that Sam has. It's got a pretty nice glow. The Ghostface might be my favorite because I like how the mask lights up like that. Looks very old school. And the Jumbo's pretty cool. That's a pretty hefty one. And then you have the Snow Globes, which that one plays music. And there's these. And then there's statues. There's a Ghostface statue. Sam. More Sams. And over here, we got wreaths, Texas Chainsaw, Trick or Treat. This might be my favorite one. I really like that one. I might even have to get that. That's really awesome. You can see it's got the lollipop and the Trick or Treat, Pumpkin and Sam. The Scream one. I like the red lights on that. And then Killer Clowns. There's Shorty. I like the popcorn on there. We got the Ouija decor right here. We are going to move over here though and look at the new zombie babies and the Devil Cherub, which I didn't get to see at Flagship because he was swiped up real quick. He's quiet. He might have a volume control. I don't know. He might just be really quiet. I don't like the phrasing on him. It's very weird because it like incorporates the phrases from the old one and it's on a new one. But I like the look. He actually looks pretty cool, and he's a nice foam-filled latex. It's good quality. He's pretty cool. There's Mothy Max, new zombie baby. Some of the older ones. This guy's new. I don't remember what his name is. Flippin' Freddy. This might be the best new zombie baby, which is Gutsy Gwen. Which these are all, yep, foam-filled latex. And of course we have the horror babies. Ghostface. Sam's probably the best one because he actually, I think, works. I actually quite like the Sam. I don't like the other horror babies, but the Sam's cool. Leatherface and Pennywise. And then there's hanging things, of course. Alright. Over here, got a bunch of hanging stuff. Of course, this pig leg is pretty awesome. And then the pig head. Skeletons. All of that. Ooh, this is the gargoyle door knocker, which is an animatronic activation switch. There's that candelabra. There's a small tabletop candelabra. Some of this stuff here. I really like this zombie rabbit. He's new. I really like him. He's cool. Let me take a look. Again, really good quality on these smaller things. He's cool looking. He's creepy. And then there's also a zombie dog, which is named Scabs. Scabs. Well, here's the new dolls, which I didn't get to see at Flagship, but Devilish Desmond.
Want to hear a scary story? Once upon a time, there was a little doll who came to life when everyone went to sleep.
And then there's Loving Lilith down here.
I'll be your dolly forever and ever. I'll make sure you'll never leave me.
And of course the Monkey Chimes doll. And the Butcher doll. I'm gonna go check out the masks now. I just saw Mac carrying off a cartoon cat mask. There's a Martian Warrior mask with a moving mouth. Trick or Treat Studios, Leatherface. I showed these at Flagship, but these are really cool. There's Pretty Woman and then regular Leatherface. And then the vintage masks. All these other masks here. There's Cartoon Cat. That is pretty rad. I like that. That's sick. That's really cool. All of this stuff. And then there's people over there, so I don't want to get in their way. And Mac has the Cartoon Cat mask.
Cartoon cat. It's Cartoon Cat, baby. The little Rudy.
Here's the popcorn gun.
Oh,
It's
that's
really, really big, and it does the popping. That's really cool. And then there's the other stuff. There's the little miniature Rudy statue. And magnet set, pin set. That's pretty cool. And there's other cool stuff this year that a lot of people haven't touched on, like this Trick or Treat flannel is pretty awesome. Other Trick or Treat things, magnets and pins. All sorts of cool, smaller stuff. Trick or Treat stuff. And that's pretty cool.
Why are you gonna get this even though
It's
clearly made
actually
for women?
Scream licensed. I cannot believe they were able to get the license.
You're gonna get it.
I have to. And then there's a lot of cool shirts this year as well, including a Sam Spirit logo shirt. Here we
He's
are
actually pretty cool.
at Party City, and they have the pumpkin.
Very large. How many feet tall is he? 12 feet.
He is pretty cool.
I actually like him more than the Home Depot guy.
I don't know about that.
I love the head. He's very Halloween. That is epic. Oh my gosh.
Let's see, they also have other stuff over here. Some smaller stuff like Nightmare Before Christmas. There's a pinata, some standing things. There's Zero. And I don't know if this Harry Potter's Halloween. I would assume, I guess it's supposed to be. But they've got some neon clown stuff. And some bloody things.
In terms of other Halloween, I mean, it's not anything to write home about as of yet. There's some bloody tablecloths. They
And
have,
fog
like,
machines, of
Chucky,
course.
window inserts.
Oh, there's some more stuff here. Ooh,
Yeah, they
there's a lot. This is mostly party supplies. I mean, it is Party City.
circus stuff. Well, that's kind of
But I just saw something back here that's pretty cool.
that neon kind of aesthetic.
This guy. That's a pretty cool skull. That's really good quality. I think that's resin. That is awesome.
I almost said
I really like that. That's really cool.
party
Look at that.
very hot merch. And then for Christmas.
And there's even more. Ooh, there's a lot. Okay, there's a lot of tombstones.
Costume here. Which is kind of funny.
I didn't expect this much, to be honest. I really didn't, because Halloween City isn't even open yet. There's one of the flaming pumpkins. These things are cool.
Okay, there are some more costumes. Oh,
There's this guy.
actually multiple tombstones. What in the world is that? What?
And there's a bunch of
It's a
costumes, of course. And it looks like when the costumes end, that looks like the end of the Halloween stuff. I'd assume these costumes are for Halloween and aren't just all year. They look like they're part of the Halloween. Oh, there is more Halloween. There's some hanging things. Yeah, so there's not a whole lot yet, but there is some stuff. We're at home. Of course, At Home is nowhere near as good as when the other stores start getting stuff, and like Spirit now. But we just wanted to check up on them because we haven't been here in a bit. See if there's more stuff, and there is. There's a lot of inflatables. A lot of giant inflatables. There's so many inflatables here. Look at that cat. That cat is cool. That's a huge cat.
Oh, I like that.
That is really big. Here's a little skeleton coming out of a pumpkin. This cat is really big. He's cool. These are a lot of inflatables. Like, wow. There's this Reaper. I'm gonna go in a different section as Max, so we're not interlapping our videos. There's some new yard stakes that weren't here before. And the plant right here. This is actually pretty cool, the plant yard stake. And then there's hanging stuff all down here and other yard decor and stuff. Here's the Frankenstein skeleton. Here's a scarecrow. I'm gonna guarantee that's Sunstar. Oh, of course that is Sunstar, 100%. Here is literally the first aisle we looked at of Halloween stuff for 2023. And they do have some new things mixed in. Very lackluster coming back to this aisle when Spirit's open now, which is so much better, but hey, I wanted to check up on it, see what they got new. And there are some new things mixed in here and there. There's this big inflatable archway, cemetery archway. That's pretty cool. And then a bunch of skeletons. I don't know if I showed all of this stuff before. I don't think I did. But there are a lot of skeleton things. I'm gonna pan by because there's so much. This armadillo skeleton is actually pretty cool. I like him. And then there's a big teddy bear skeleton. And wrap around some tombstones, and there's a two-headed dog skeleton. That's pretty neat. There's the 12-foot Fire and Ice Reaper. I'm not seeing the Mad Scientist, which makes me kind of sad because the Mad Scientist is so funny that I wanted to see it. Alright, here's the second aisle that we saw first when we first started looking for Halloween stuff this season. This rat is actually pretty cool. He's new. Those are pretty cool. Those witches, I like those witches. Those are some nice witches. They look cool. A lot of this is stuff that they've had. That little stack there is new. A lot of this is stuff that they've had though ever since we first checked. These neon lights, look new here. Pumpkin and a bat and a ghost. Those look a lot like the ones at Michael's. A lot of this is looking the same, so if you want to see this other stuff, check my at-home video I made back at the beginning of July, where I looked at a lot of this. Is actually pretty cool. Two-headed skeleton bust. Looks like it lights up. Oh, I'm happy it's not color changing. I thought it was going to be color changing. It's just a solid white. That is pretty cool. And there's a heart. Light up heart. That's color changing. That's stupid. But we do have a little haunted house. And more of the laboratory stuff. Some soap dispensers. This is actually kind of neat. A jack-o'-lantern of a mad scientist with a Frankenstein. There's a lot of laboratory type stuff at home this year. There's quite a bit of it. And speaking of, there's a giant mad scientist statue. That's actually pretty neat. Alright, it looks like Mac's done with his video right here, so we're gonna head here. I don't really care for these succulent plants that are black. They don't look Halloween to me. Just because something's black doesn't make it Halloween. But there is the Erie Estates collection home decor things here. There are some cool things, like this is pretty cool. I like that. Some cool things mixed in here. I like that bust. Just take you through all this. Some signage, some big welcome signs. These are pretty cool. They can hang or be used as like a stake in something. It's a big skeleton. Candle holders. I actually quite like this. This is creepy looking. I do like that. And then the Victorian skeletons. Victorian skeleton pumpkins. That hotel bell is pretty neat. Some other very gothic looking stuff. Some gargoyles. Tombstones. Some skulls. We're gonna wrap around here. There's some other small things. You have a little mini 99-cent skeleton. So if you want a tiny little skeleton, there you go. And a witch hat. And black cats. Hocus pocus. Little lanterns here for $3.99. And a bunch of Halloween mats. I like how they actually have these set up now so you can actually look at them better instead of needing to dig through. So we can actually take a look at some of these. Some eyes. Jack-o'-lantern ones. Staying alive. Creep It Real. Pumpkins. A bunch of ghost pumpkin stuff. That looks like a laboratory type one. And then this one's actually kind of cool. Welcome to our coven with the pentagrams. That's pretty cool. And a bunch of fall ones.
Weirdest things I've ever seen.
Just a second.
It's important.
Bring it over here.
It's kind of big.
We're gonna look at these Jack Skellington pumpkins. There's a wide variety to choose from. And then there's also some spill-proof tablecloth. These are actually some pretty cool tablecloths. There's a table runner. I like this one. Yes, I know, I've seen this. This is really weird.
But why does it have werewolf feet?
I didn't even notice that.
What's with its feet? Why does it have muscles?
What's with the whole thing?
It has like bird feet. I mean, I get what they're going for. It's a Frankenstein monster skeleton, which is kind of cool. But why does it have bird feet? Huh? What? Hello?
Here's some more signs and stuff right here. There's a reaper that comes out of the ground. There's another sign. And there's a Victorian looking pumpkin. Oh, and then these guys on this tombstone. And some pumpkins, because you need some pumpkins. That looks just like a regular pumpkin, and then jack-o'-lanterns, of course. You get the